Is it really possible to buy the wrong Disney snacks? Hate to break it to you, but yes, it is very possible. So possible, in fact, that I'm dedicating this entire video to how to avoid these purchases that are going to make you feel less like you're in the most magical place on earth and more like you're in the most disappointing place on earth. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Today we are going on a snack adventure. You have saved money to buy great things in Disney World, including great food, great snacks, and there are a lot of great snacks, so I don't want you to waste your money on things that aren't the best possible things you could get for you and for your tastes and for what your family likes. So we're gonna go through a few snacks that are not worth your money. Don't waste your time on them. Don't waste your money on them, and don't waste your stomach space on them, because stomach space, that is a precious, precious commodity when you're in Disney World because you can only eat so much. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to not buying the wrong snacks in Disney World is something that I see all the time, especially with people who are new to Disney World, people who have large groups maybe, or several people to please. In these cases, the big no-no that happens all the time, don't worry, I've done it too, is buying the first thing you see as soon as someone starts to get hangry. Now, this is all about choosing a snack for convenience sake because you don't know what else is there and you're just gonna grab the first thing you can see because you gotta get over to that Genie Plus reservation, or it's nap time and you gotta rush back to the hotel or something, but someone is super, super hungry and melting down and you grab something to feed them real quick. Well, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna grab something that isn't worth buying, and it's also gonna cost you a lot of money because you're in Disney World. So when you feel your tummy start to rumble and you're needing an afternoon pick-me-up, don't just turn to the nearest quick service or snack cart. You could end up depriving yourself of a lot of great options. Now, believe me, I've been in your situation. If things are seriously breaking down at a rapid rate, that's why we always sort of recommend you bring a couple granola bars or something in your backpack so that hunger doesn't sort of take over the family. But if you do have a quick minute to actually purchase something and you want to get something great, the best snacks aren't always the most convenient. So I'm not saying you're not allowed to make impromptu choices while you're snacking on your Disney vacation, because you totally can. But those impromptu choices come with the possibility of wasting your money on subpar treats just because they're close by. Now, research can be extremely beneficial here. That's why you're watching us. That's why you come to DFB. So look at your plans for the day and scout out what treats you may want that will be nearby. If you get our guidebook, the DFB guide, we actually have a worksheet that comes along with that where you can list kind of all the snacks you want to get, and you can sort of reference that or check that when you're in that certain park and say, okay, well, these are the snacks I want to get in Magic Kingdom. So we're hungry. Let's go get this one. A little bit of pre-planning can help a whole lot in this particular circumstance. For example, if you know you're going to be around Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom in the afternoon on Monday, then maybe you're going to want to grab the Colossal Cinnamon Roll at Gaston's Tavern, or the Peter Pan Float, Storybook Treats, the Cheshire Cattail at Cheshire Cafe. But there are also new and exclusive snacks around Fantasyland that, because you watch our videos, you know about, like the Snow White Cone at Storybook Treats and Jumbo's Surprise Caramel Popcorn with candy pieces at Storybook Circus Pretzel and Churro Cart, and of course Mr. Toad's Dome Cake at Friar's Nook. See, so many options in each land. There's no need to settle for the first thing you see. Okay, next on our list of the wrong snacks to buy is when you only buy snacks in the parks. Now, I'm going to give it to you straight. You're doing yourself a disservice if you only try Disney World snacks in the actual theme parks. Disney's hotels and Disney Springs have snack offerings that in many ways I not only enjoy but prefer over the snacks in the parks. And hey, Disney puts some really great snacks out there because they want you to visit Disney Springs and buy stuff there, right? That's their job. They want to make sure that you have an incentive to go to all the different parts of Disney World. So let's start in the hotels. In Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can find seasonal cupcakes, cookies, and brownies at the Magi Pool Bar and the Mara. And these are really, really good, including one of my favorites, the Nyala Brownie. It's a simple yet super effective Mickey-shaped brownie with peanut butter buttercream, which you know how I feel about that. Then you've got the Zebra Domes that taste a lot like mini tiramisus, plus chocolate stripes and chocolate shavings. And I'll always sing the praises of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort and their snacks, especially over at Pineapple Lanai, where you're going to find traditional Dole Whip, but also specialty flavors and treats exclusive to this location. If you slip over over to the Polynesian's quick service location, Captain Cook's, which is literally right next door to Pineapple Lanai, you're going to order a variety of options from their bakery, including some super over-the-top 50th anniversary favorites. And also they have really, really good stuff on their counter service menu there. So if you have time for some pulled pork nachos, we promise it'll be worth it. Now, each of the hotels on property has its specialty snacks that you can look out for while you're visiting. If you're wanting to figure out what we thought about a particular treat that you've stumbled on at your resort, search the DFB website. If it's been released and it's a snack, then we've tried it and we've reviewed it, so it'll definitely be on our site. Same thing goes for snacks and treats you can find around Disney Springs. We eat all of it. You know we eat all of it, so we know what all of it is going to be like. And we can show you what it looks like and give you that heads up about who maybe would enjoy it the most. If you've never had a wine slushie over at the Basket at Wine Bar George, that's a great option that very few people know about. And more Dole Whip-inspired drinks can be found at Marketplace Snacks. You can also find the Dole Whip nachos there. And if you're going here during the holidays, you can find the Dole Whip Peppermint Nachos, which is a special new option. Also, don't forget to hit up Gideon's Bakehouse for their massive cookies and peanut butter cold brew if you're in the mood for something super duper sweet. You can also check out Amorette's Patisserie for their seasonal dome and petite cakes. See, lots of treats and so little time, but if you want to know what's truly worth your time in Disney Springs, check out the DFB article that discusses our favorite stomping grounds of the shopping district. I'll link it in the description below for you. All right, next on our list of the wrong Disney snacks are, of course, those snacks you can buy back home. It's okay if you're not the most adventurous eater on the planet. That's fine, but Disney's got a lot of treats that'll satisfy a range of adventurous eaters and picky eaters alike, so there's no need to purchase those standard grocery store items you can find back home when you're spending the big bucks in Disney World. You know the ones I'm talking about: the packaged potato chips, the standard candy bars, generic sleeves of cookies like Oreos and Chips Ahoy. Not only are the prices going to be inflated on these if you find them in the gift shop of your hotel, because it's Disney's pricing we're talking about, but they're just kind of lame. Picky or not, you're in Disney, so if you're going to spend the money on a snack, you might as well make it a Disney one, a unique one, something you really can't get anywhere else. If you're looking for a more basic snack that still has that Disney charm, you can purchase a popcorn bucket and refill it with $2 popcorn refills throughout your vacation. But AJ, you're saying, I can also get popcorn back home. Sure. But here you can get the maple popcorn over at Canada Pavilion in Epcot. That'll give you a nice spin on a classic treat, right? But no, I totally understand. If popcorn is something you guys eat all the time back home, then maybe skip it while you're in Disney World and try something else. If you're looking for safe yet delicious sweet treats, the market, located right outside the main entrance of Toy Story Land and Disney's Hollywood Studios, sells those Jack Jack's Num Num cookies for $6.19. It's an average chocolate chip cookie, but a really good average chocolate chip cookie, and it's going to make everybody happy. It's thick and melty chocolate chips, so there you go. If you're a cookie fan, this might be worth the pit stop. And what if you really are just looking for your favorite brand of Lay's chips and not something Disney-fied? Well, then consider purchasing these snacks ahead of time and bringing them on your vacation with you. Again, like I said, stick a couple of granola bars in your backpack because you never know when you're going to need them. Now, Disney's totally cool with you bringing your own food and non-alcoholic beverages in the park, as long as these snacks are not being carried in a glass container, have a strong smell, or need to be heated or refrigerated. So grabbing those standard snacks ahead of time is definitely going to save you a lot of money, and that's the money that you can spend on unique snacks when you're actually in Disney World. So think of it like this: a small bag of chips costs around $3.25 per bag on Disney property, but a Frito-Lay variety pack of 28 different chips costs around $12 at your local big box store. So even if you want the Lay's chips, bring them with you. Okay, next on our list of the wrong snacks in Disney World are prepackaged snacks. Okay, so what do crispy treats, popcorn, and cookies have in common besides sounding really, really good right about now? Well, you can purchase them prepackaged or fresh on Disney World property. Prepackaged snacks can be found at lots of gift shops, and they're not bad purchases if you're looking for a last-minute treat before you check out of your hotel and you're wanting a Disney snack souvenir for the road. But if you're looking for a snack to eat right now and right here, try scouting out the places that make these items fresh. That way you're guaranteed a treat that hasn't been sitting on the shelf for too long. One of the best places to go to guarantee a fresh snack is the Main Street Confectionery in Magic Kingdom. Not only can you watch confectionery cast members whipping up caramel apples and Mickey crispy treats in-house, but you can also customize your own popcorn mixture by requesting drizzle and candied toppings. Zuri's Sweet Shop in Disney's Animal Kingdom also guarantees fresh sweets, but many of these treats have a fun Animal Kingdom twist. In the past, we've seen hippo marshmallow ones, tiger frosted cookies, and monkey caramel apples. Goofy's Candy Company in Disney Springs sells fresh baked goods too. They used to have customizable treats here as well, but we're still waiting on that feature to return. We'll let you know when it does. And all the popcorn carts on property have fresh, buttered, or flavored butter, anyway, popcorn for sale. So instead of settling on a pre-packaged bag of popcorn, you can order a scoop or two that's guaranteed to be nice and hot. Some popcorn carts even advertise it right there on the cart, hot and fresh. There are a lot of places around the property that serve up fresh snacks, so don't feel like you need to pick up a pre-packaged Mickey Crispy treat at your resort gift shop before heading to the parks. Just wait a bit and hit up the locations that will make those in-house the day of your visit. The next ones on our list of the wrong Disney snacks are the right snacks at the wrong time. You know when the seemingly perfect couple breaks up and you can't figure out why, and then they give you this, they were the right person at the wrong time answer? That's how we sometimes feel about Disney snacks. Weird connection, I know. Just roll with it. Now, here are a couple of examples to give you a better visual. It's tough navigating the parks with braces when there are so many treats that will taunt you with their deliciousness. Popcorn, candy apples, and taffy can be wonderful treats, but not so wonderful when your orthodontist has strictly forbidden you from eating them. Right treats, wrong time. But soft and delicious snacks are still available for you to choose from. Again, shouting out Dole Whip here because it's refreshing and easy to eat. Mickey waffles are also soft, easy on the teeth, and found at multiple locations like Sleepy Hollow Refreshments in Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Scoops in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and numerous table service locations that offer breakfast. Extra tidbit of info for you: if you have braces and plan on snacking around the parks, make sure to pack a toothbrush in your park bag. You want to make sure your smile's all nice and sparkling for all the pictures you'll take throughout the day. Moving on to the next right snack at a very wrong time, the melty, drippy, messy snacks. Mickey premium bars and ice cream cones. Great for kiddos, but they're also not so great when you're strolling directly under the Orlando afternoon sun. Melty ice cream can lead to stained shirts or ice cream plopping right off the stick or cone. A truly traumatic time for toddlers everywhere. Wait to get ice cream-based treats when you can find a nice shaded area to enjoy them, or wait until later in the day when the sun isn't quite as intense. Also, don't forget, all the hotels sell Mickey bars in their gift shops, and they're air conditioned, so maybe that's a better time to get a Mickey bar. So what about some not so messy treats for those midday munchies? Well, churros maybe, although churros can come with some rather melty and messy dipping sauces. A churro on its own still provides that sweet satisfaction. And they can be found lots of places on Disney property, like Frontierland Churro Cart in Magic Kingdom, Sunshine Churros in Disney Springs, Dino Bite Snacks in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Ooh, and don't forget those amazing gluten-free churros at Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom. Now, if you're looking for something more savory for your tiny tyke, some corn dog nuggets over at Casey's Corner in Magic Kingdom might do the trick. They can get messy if you add the plastic cheese on the side. Not that I would know that or anything. Just kidding. I know that. I know it very well. And another extra piece of snacking advice, real fast. Pack wet wipes. When little fingers get sticky with sugar and icing and chocolatey goodness, and by little fingers, sometimes I mean mine, wet wipes are a quick fix. Even if you don't have kids, you may find them beneficial for yourself, because kids aren't the only Disney guests capable of making a mess. Also, wet wipes just come in super handy for multiple reasons. So do Ziploc bags. I always have wet wipes and Ziploc bags on me when I'm in the parks, no matter what, even though I'm usually by myself. Number 5 on our list of the wrong Disney snacks are overpriced snacks. Let's face it, as much as we love Disney, sometimes you cannot justify the price for these things, and that includes certain Disney snacks. The Italy Pavilion in Epcot can be very guilty of this, especially over at their new Gelateria Toscana kiosk that opened earlier this year. Don't get me wrong, the Gelateria has some really tasty options, but paying $11.75 for the Affogato Espresso Gelato, which ended up being a pretty small portion of vanilla gelato, espresso, and amaretto cookies, was super disappointing. Even the spring rolls offered at the Adventureland spring roll cart when it's open, that I rave about every so often, may not be worth your moolah, considering the portion size. Once upon a time, these spring rolls cost $7.50 for 2, but Disney recently bumped up the prices for these bad boys to $9.50. To put it in perspective for you, you can get a 1/3 pound Angus cheeseburger over at Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe for $10.99, a full meal for a little over $1 more. Granted, the rolls are definitely tastier in my opinion, but in terms of quantity versus quality, the burger is probably going to fill you up and it comes with fries. On the opposite side of the equation though, there are also the snacks you'll pay a lot for simply because there's a lot to them, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily worth the price. Like the Cheers for 50 Years sundae over at Magic Kingdom's Plaza Restaurant right now. That sundae itself is packed with chocolate and vanilla ice cream, brownies, cupcakes, cookie crumbles, pretzel rods, hot fudge topped with whipped cream, iridescent sugar, and a whole Mickey pretzel drizzled with caramel and chocolate icing. Now, this thing costs $32. Could it be worth it? Sure, if you and your travel party are really in the mood to scarf down a lot of ice cream, and a very soggy pretzel. Otherwise, you might find yourself paying over $30 for a snack that isn't that good and you can't finish it. I mean, I would pretty happily go get a sundae next door at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor for everybody in the party for less than $30, and we'd probably enjoy it a lot more. But never fear, more affordable snacks are here. Though the Affogato Espresso Gelato might have felt a bit steep, there's another gelato at Gelateria Toscana for the same price, and it'll give you more bang for your buck. The Copa Amacisa offers up a lot of cookies and cream, strawberry and vanilla gelato in a bigger cup for a more satisfying portion. Now, I understand, no espresso, and that can be pricey, but there you go. You'll also find cheaper snacks over in the France Pavilion at L'Ale Patisserie, which carries a huge assortment of pastries, breads, and desserts at a much more affordable cost. And heads up, these are all super fresh and super authentic. If you are into pastry, that's where you need to go. Now, I'd never tell you not to get a spring roll because that'd make me a hypocrite, but if you're looking for a savory snack option in Magic Kingdom that costs around the same amount and will provide more sustenance, you may want to try the sweet and spicy chicken waffle sandwich at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments in Liberty Square. Now, this one is made with broccoli slaw and a honey sriracha glaze and served with house-made chips, all for $10.49. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a snack, but it's definitely on the snack menu of this kiosk. However, if you're instead looking for a sweet treat that's not going to take an army to finish off, like I said, grab some of the great sundaes at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. That way, you don't even need a reservation. Next on our list of the wrong Disney snacks is buying a snack just for the picture. Now, Disney World released 150 snacks for the 50th anniversary and continues to come out with new snacks daily. These can be pretty standard, but more often than not, they have that Disney charm. They're glittery, they feature popular characters, they're bright and colorful, and you just have to have a picture of them. Or do you? Just because a snack is pretty doesn't mean you necessarily have to buy it. Believe us, we buy everything that is edible in Disney World. We try everything so that we can let you know, is this worth the money? Is it right for you? And I can tell you, a lot of those snacks, probably not worth the money and definitely not worth it if you're just wanting to get the picture. For instance, some of our least favorite 50th anniversary snacks have actually been some of the prettiest and most interesting looking. The Squid's Revenge offered on the Be Our Guest specialty menu, themed around 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, of course, may not look beautiful, but it is sure picture worthy with that tentacle sticking out of it. That being said, it was a thumbs down from us. The charred octopus tentacle in our Bloody Mary-like drink was chewy and unappetizing. The lighting in there isn't great for photos, so that one is probably not going to be a huge seller. Now, another alcoholic beverage that was a little off-putting for us was the Firefly Apple Teeny over at Restaurantosaurus Lounge in Animal Kingdom. Did it have a pretty glow cube and a fun green sour apple rim? Yes. Was the drink so sour that we couldn't finish it? Also yes. And then there's the chocolate mousse over at Disney's Hollywood Studios and the ABC Commissary. Sure, it has a nice shiny outer layer that literally looks like I could set on my bookshelf as a trinket, but this dessert was so rich that it was hard to finish, and sometimes there really is a thing as too much chocolate. So check the ingredients and flavors of these snacks ahead of time. Make sure they're going to be worth your time and your money. Sometimes these can include hidden fillings or bizarre textures that might be off-putting for you, making the treat a nice photo, sure, but also a waste of your hard-earned cash, so you could have spent on something you'd actually enjoy. So if you want to learn more about the exclusive 50th anniversary snacks located all over Walt Disney World property, you can check out my new 50 new snacks you'll want in Disney World YouTube video and see if any of the treats I talk about stick out as both Instagram-worthy and worth your money. Number 7 on our list of the wrong Disney snacks are snacks that you settle for. Disney World snacks can be overwhelming. There are so many options out there, especially as of recently thanks to that anniversary, plus all the seasonal and festival exclusive options too. Everything's happening right now in Disney World. If you're getting overwhelmed with all the new snack options, join the club. We feel the same way. And you may feel compelled to avoid stepping out of your comfort zone and instead settle for the same old snacks you're familiar with. You know, the safe bets like Mickey Premium Bars or soft pretzels. But by doing this over and over and over again, you're depriving yourself of new snacking experiences. So instead of playing it safe and grabbing a standard Dole Whip all the time, you may want to branch out a little bit, order a seasonal or exclusive Dole Whip flavor featured at Aloha Isle or one of the many other places that serve Dole Whip in Disney World. Sure, you could order a plain hot dog, but you could also try a more adventurous option like the hot dogs featured at the Hot Diggity Dog food truck in Disney Springs or the gourmet dogs over at Fairfax Fair in Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can also trade out that standard Mickey pretzel for one with added charcuterie or dipping sauce options like the ones you'll find at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar in Disney Springs, Baseline Tap House in Hollywood Studios, and Pongu Pongu in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Listen, friends, there's a reason the team and I bring you content on the daily. We are in the parks every day trying out these new and slightly intimidating snacks so you know our first impressions and who we think is going to be the right fit and the right pair for these snacks. And we'll also tell you whether we'd order it again willingly. We want to help you figure out what snack is going to best suit you and your taste and your family. So don't be afraid to step outside the box for a bit and try something different. We got a ton of reviews on our website, as well as many YouTube reviews and tips in the 2021 DFB Guidebook to Walt Disney World Dining that'll help you research all the different Disney snacks ahead of time, so you already have a list of must-tries before your vacation kicks off. And is it too early to start promoting the 2022 DFB Guidebook to Walt Disney World Dining? Nah, you can pre-order it now. If you really want to familiarize yourself with all the different and new snacking options around Disney World, pre-order that book over on dfbstore.com. As an added bonus, everyone who pre-orders the 2022 guide is going to automatically receive a free instant download of the 2021 edition. So double prizes. And the next thing on our list of the wrong Disney snacks are snacks with allergens if you have a food allergy. So if you've got a food allergy or sensitivity, don't risk ordering a snack that's going to trigger an attack. Here's the good news. Disney World has designed multiple snacks around the property that are allergen-free. You're just going to have to dig a little deeper and do your research ahead of time, but we got you. I'll start for you. No Bad Lounge in Animal Kingdom has those awesome gluten-free churros on their Lounge Bites menu. Erin McKenna's Bakery in Disney Springs specializes in gluten-free desserts, ranging from cupcakes, donuts, brownies, and several other sweet offerings. By the way, those are all vegan as well and super delicious. Snacks with Character are packaged Disney World treats available in the majority of gift shops that are gluten-free and nut-free. Some of the options you can get are the white cheddar corn puffs, honey barbecue popped potato chips, and cinnamon swirl mini Rice Crisps. Disney World wants to accommodate your dietary needs, so don't be afraid to ask counter and table service restaurants about what items are allergen-free. You can also request an allergy menu at any restaurant on property. They will have something for you to eat, or they can create something for you to eat. You can also look at gluten-free and allergen-free options online ahead of time. A good chunk of Disney World restaurants will actually list specialty allergen-free and allergy-friendly sections on their menus. Looking for more allergy-friendly snacks? We created a post about some of the tried and true options not too long ago. I'll link it in the description below. Okay, so there are a couple of themes I talked about here that I want to just recap real quick. The first, don't settle. That's like solid advice for life in general. Just don't settle for something that's not a right fit for you, or you're going to regret it later on. Again, I'm still talking about the Disney snacks here, but if you can apply this to another area of your life right now, by all means, go for it. The second, look up our DFB reviews. The team and I might not have the exact same taste preferences as you because everyone's different, but we'll let you know what the flavors are like, what the texture's like, what the size is like, how much it costs, and what it actually looks like, so you can make the best decision for you if it's worth it. So even if we're not huge fans of an item, we can push our bias aside for a bit and put ourselves in someone else's shoes, which will hopefully provide you with some helpful tidbits on deciding what snacks are going to be overall the best for you and your family. And finally, do that research ahead of time. We've eaten everything. We've got pictures of everything up on our website and here on the DFB Guide YouTube channel. So start creating that list of things you want to try in Disney World so you've always got a great option at the ready when you start getting hungry. Okay, hopefully that was helpful for you. There are so many snacks in Disney World and all of them are right for somebody, but it's our job to help you figure out what's right for you. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.